What's going on, fantasy football fans? I'm your host, Hussein the Brain, and you're watching The Couch. Welcome to my Week 3 NFL DFS Picks video. If you're watching this video right now, you're in luck. I'm telling you, I'm hosting an exclusive tournament on FanDuel. It's only $2 to enter. To show how much I appreciate you guys watching the video and subscribing, I do appreciate it greatly. I'm going to give out an NFL jersey from NFLshop.com. Yeah, a real jersey, not no fake pirated stuff. A real NFL jersey to the first place guy in the tournament, and it's only $2 to enter. So this is what you do. It's 2 easy steps basically, okay? There's a link below too. I'll also give it up here in the video, but there's a link below. So follow the link below. It's bit.ly/fantasycouchfd. So you follow that link, sign up for an account on FanDuel if you haven't already. The promo code should already be there. If not, make sure you're using promo code FANTASYCOUCH, okay? So follow the first link below. You go to FanDuel, then use promo code FANTASYCOUCH. Then follow the next link below. It's another bit.ly link right here. I'm showing it to you. It's also right in the description on the second line. So you go there. That's where the exclusive tournament is, and you enter. So that's it. 2 easy steps. Link below, sign up with Fantasy Couch, promo code, then enter the tournament. It's only $2. Top 5 win a cash prize. And also, me personally will be giving you a NFL jersey of your choice, a player of your choice, to the person who finishes in first place. The spots will fill up fast. As you know, it's only $2 NFL jersey, so spots will fill up fast. Please do it ASAP so you won't miss out on this great opportunity. Let's go into the Week 3 pick. As you know, we like to start off with the kicker and defense first. That way it gives us a better idea of our average remaining salary on FanDuel, how much salary we have left to spend. So let's start off with the kicker. Really, this week, I don't see a lot of kickers that stand out. My number 1 rated kicker is Justin Tucker. He's priced at $4,800. Not too bad. That's not a bad price. I also like the Giants kicker, Josh Brown. I really like Dan Bailey. Both of those guys at $4,700. Matt Bryant's okay. Monday Night Football game at $4,700. But there's a lot of other cheaper options. I mean, just pick a kicker. We always like to put the minimum price kicker first, and if we can't spend it anywhere else, we try to, then we stick with that $4,500 minimum price kicker. So Chris Boswell at $4,600 is really good. That's not minimum price, but just about. And out of the minimum price kickers, my 2 favorite ones is the Chargers kicker, Josh Lambo, only $4,500, and Andrew Franks going against the Browns. That's the Miami Dolphins kicker at only $4,500. So sticking a cheap one, and let's move on. For defenses, the Seahawks defense is really good this week. And what's supposed to be the highest spread points, the Seahawks and the Dolphins game, that is. And, $5,400 is a bit expensive for a defense, so maybe as an alternate lineup you can go there. But there's some good value defenses this week. And to be honest, not a lot of kickers and defenses really stand out to me this week, especially kickers. But hey, those are hard to predict. And defenses are really hard to predict, but there's some good value. So I'm kind of thinking more of using the strategy of, since it's tough to predict these things, let's not allocate too much of our salary cap to kickers and defenses this week. Maybe in an alternate GPP lineup or something, you want to take a lot of risk. I can see that, but this week, let's just go with value. Let's go with cheap for kickers and defenses. So some good value picks are the Bengals defense at $4,500 and the Packers defense at $4,400. And my favorite punt this week is the Niners defense. I think Russell Wilson's ankle is going to heal, but he does have an ankle issue. Thomas Rawls didn't practice Wednesday. So let's just keep tabs on that game, which should be a very low-scoring game. So I don't love the Niners D, but they are minimum priced. And for all these defenses that are $4,200 and less, the Niners D is probably my favorite. So there is value there, but definitely lots of risk. Same thing with the Bucs and Giants D. Lots of risks there in $4,500. That's why I really like the Bengals D at $4,500 going against the Broncos, and the Packers D going against the Lions at $4,400. Those two are really good. All right, enough talk about kickers and defenses. Let's go to the big guys, the big players here. Quarterback, Drew Brees, 9,000. Highest price QB this week, I believe. 9,000. Monday Night Football, though, so I know a lot of people are not going to be playing the Monday Night Football slates, but that's a guy I would definitely consider in cash games. He's at home. He's going to be money, and I'd rather allocate more money and overspend on a position like quarterback than kicker and defense. Also, Aaron Rodgers at 8,900. I like him in a GPP this week, because some people may be looking at that price point, be a little scared, who knows? So I kind of like him, a little bit of risk right there. Of course, Matt Ryan is probably my favorite quarterback this week, priced at 8,500, expensive but not too expensive. He's actually the best fantasy quarterback so far, and he's playing Monday night though, just so you know. Another great value pick is Phillip Rivers, 8,000. I like that a lot. 8,000, that's pretty good. And what should be a game where touchdowns are going to be coming? It should be a high-scoring game. Luck and Rivers should throw the ball. We all know that Rivers loves to throw the ball. The Chargers love to throw the ball. Colts and Chargers defenses are not that good, so this could be a shootout, folks. Blake Bortles at 7,900. Really like him as a GPP high-risk pick. Now, if you want to spend a little bit less, you got Eli Manning, 7,700. I really like that pick. Josh Norman can only guard one guy, and this year, it's been a long time since Eli Manning had more than one wide receiver to throw to. Way back in the day, there was that Steve Smith guy, not the one on the Ravens. It was Hakeem Nicks. That was so long ago. Plaxico Burress, dare I say. And now he's got 3 guys to throw to and a couple tight ends and Shane Vereen. So I really see Eli Manning doing very well. I think he has a high floor. Pretty good ceiling too. 7,700, that's a good price right there. You got Flacco, Tannehill, Alex Smith if you want to get cheaper. And I think Brian Hoyer's a decent punt. I probably wouldn't pick this guy a lot, but he's definitely worth mentioning because QBs, the pricing is so close between a lot of them. They're so expensive. And if you had really some good gut feelings about other positions that you want to put your money in, your salary cap, and not kicker and defense, hopefully. But that's why I got Brian Hoyer there. If you really need to make the salary cap work, I think the Bears are going to need to throw the ball in the fourth quarter. They're going to be behind in this game. I don't see Hoyer putting up a lot of points, but hey, he has Alshon Jeffrey. Let's see if he can do a little something, maybe a little garbage time too in that game. For running backs, my 2 favorite running backs are David Johnson and Ezekiel Elliott. It's not that I don't like the highest price guy, D'Angelo Williams. I just think its value is not as good. The price was much cheaper week 1 and even cheap as well week 2. But week 3, I think you got to go David Johnson if you're going to spend up on a running back. I also really like Ezekiel Elliott. I think the risk is a little blown out of proportion. If you think it's a very risky pick to go with Ezekiel Elliott, I'd have to disagree. Now, the price is high. That I can't argue against. But I do like both those guys. Pretty much my top running backs if you want to spend up. Devontae Freeman, 7,400. Eddie Lacy, 7,300. And Mark Ingram, 6,900. Those guys are high-risk GPP guys, because I think a lot of people won't be picking Freeman. The price is too high. Lacy and Ingram has disappointed us severely the first 2 weeks, and the price is not too cheap. I really see all 3 of these guys could have good performances. Expensive prices though, and that's why I put them in GPP, more of contrarian picks. But the upside is there when it comes to yards and touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 7,100, a great price point. And Kristen Michael, so I have this guy on the list only because you want to monitor Thomas Rawls. Now, just in case something fluky happens and Thomas Rawls doesn't practice Friday or something and is looking dim, Kristen Michael is a great running back start at only 6,900, and the Seahawks should have the lead. So that's why I really like him, but only if Rawls doesn't play or he seems like he's going to be super limited come Sunday. Now we're getting into some good value picks here, some cheaper guys. Tevin Coleman, only 6,400. Theo Riddick, same price as well. Both those guys should be heavily used this week. Keep in mind Tevin Coleman plays in the Monday night game. Now we're getting a bit cheaper, but there's still some good value here. Jay Ajayi is a very risky start, but the Dolphins should have the lead. Frank Gore, pretty risky, but has a great matchup against the Chargers. Not a good run defense. Derrick Henry, high risk start. And if you want to go cheaper, I got Jerick McKinnon, Matt Asiata. But who I really like if you're going to go cheap is Darren Sproles and Dwayne Washington on the Detroit Lions, that is. So Dwayne Washington's an awesome punt at 4,500, and Darren Sproles is a nice sleeper start at 5,200. For wide receivers, my favorite guy is Antonio Brown and Julio Jones. Those are my top two favorite wide receivers. No surprise there. Odell Beckham is more of a GPP start. Like, he can go off, but I wouldn't bank on it. So Josh Norman is reportedly going to follow Beckham a good amount. And so it's basically like, I think Josh Norman is going to follow Beckham around, but not on every play. Maybe like 2/3 of the plays. You know, we don't know. It could be less, it could be more, but I do believe he's going to follow him around a little bit. I mean, we'll see. I don't know why Josh Norman isn't following the best wide receiver. You pay him that much money. And AJ Green going against the Broncos. Terrible matchup. I don't think he'll do that well, but I like him as a GPP pick still. Same thing with Allen Robinson, high-risk GPP pick. He's been so disappointing the first 2 weeks, and he's such a great talent. Blake Bortles has not been playing well, and this matchup isn't that great either. Ravens' defense has been okay. That's why I have him as a high-risk pick. I don't think he's going to be picked in a lot of contests. And when I refer to a lot of these guys and I say contrarian, Allen Robinson's a contrarian, you want to put in at least like just a rough, this is just to give you an idea. If you're in a GPP, which is very hard to win that top prize, that big money, you want to pick a contrarian guy, like anywhere from 1 to 6 contrarian picks, or maybe more like 2 to 5 in a big pool GPP. GPP stands for Guaranteed Prize Pool, or also known as tournaments. That way, if that guy balls out, gets a ton of points, your rank is going to shoot up. You're going to go from like 10,000th place to 100th place and get in the money, be in the green. So that's why we pick contrarian picks. With wide receivers, it's going to be really hard to avoid either Travis Benjamin, Terrell Williams, both Chargers receivers, or Philip Dorsett. Those three guys are just great value, and I really like Terrell Williams this week. Probably my favorite wide receiver, also considering the price as a factor, of course, at only 6,100. Cheaper guys I also really like are Victor Cruz, 5,800, Tajay Shark, 5,800, and Michael Thomas. Again, yeah, I'm still on this guy. Breeze at home. Highest scoring game this week, or should be, 5,200. I like those. And Devontae Parker is a great GPP pick with lots of upside and lots of risk. 6,200 right there for Parker. For tight ends, this is also a tough position to predict. And this week, you know, I like Jordan Reed. You know, I like some of these big name tight ends. But in most of my lineups, I'm leaning towards spending less. And I'm talking 5,500 or less for a tight end. Jacob Tamme in that Monday night. A lot of Monday night players on this list if you can't tell. Jacob Tamme, 5,500. Love that. Clive Walford, lots of upside, 5,000. Jack Doyle, huge upside GPP play at 5,000. He's been pretty good. 3 red zone targets the first 2 weeks. So he may not be as contrarian as we'd like. But I like that guy sneaking in a touchdown against the Chargers, especially with Moncrief out for that game, the Colts-Chargers game. Dennis Pitta, only 5,000. Now that's a guy, now that's great value right there. And you guys know in DFS, we don't worry too much about injury prone, and not necessarily saying Pitta is injury prone, but he has injury history. We don't worry about that. We start him. If he gets hurt, he gets hurt. In season-long leagues, that's when you want to worry about it more, because, man, how about this guy gets injured week 6, week 7 or something? We're worried about week 3, scoring points for this week only. Jared Cook, he's another high-risk GPP guy. So Jack Doyle and Jared Cook are my 2 high-risk GPP picks at 5,000. And for the cheapest guys, minimum price, look at Trey Burton. Great start if Zach Ertz is out again and misses another game. And Jesse James is a safe option at 4,500 going against the Eagles. Those two are playing each other, the Eagles and the Steelers. And those are all my picks for week 3 of daily fantasy football. Make sure you guys follow the link below in the description. You'll go to FanDuel, use promo code FANTASYCouch, and sign up for an account. Also, if you guys are able to, I know it's going to be filling up. Try to join that contest. Only $2. Top 5 get cash prizes, and I'll be giving out an NFL jersey of a player of your choice. I'll be giving that out to the person who finishes first place. I'll also be playing in that contest, guys. So it's going to be lots of fun. The contest is only $2. Make sure you guys subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the video, leave a comment below. I'll see you guys in the exclusive big prize tournament on FanDuel this week. I wish you guys all good luck, except in the tournament, because I'm going to be finishing first place in that. See you guys on the next video.